Hi y'all, Chris DeLeon here of Game Keto, and what I want to talk about today is how to get more done with a pie chart plan. This is one of these things that's so simple, so easy to do, that people who already do it are going to be like, Chris, why are you bothering to point that out? And of course my reason is because I found it changed my life when I started doing it. It's so simple, it's so dumb, you don't need anything special to do it. You can do it on a notepad if you don't have a whiteboard around, you can do it on a paper pad in your pocket, piece of paper, doesn't matter. But here's the deal. You have some stuff that you know needs to get done, whether it's, let's say today. And maybe you have a longer list of things you need done during this week. Okay, well you pop off the ones you just need done today. And so like just list them. Get them out of your head. First of all, don't try to juggle it all up here. So I've got tasks A, B, C, D, and E. I put some squiggles after it. And of course, me being who I am, I'm usually focusing this stuff on game development. So like there's a certain, I need to get some certain assets drawn, need to make some sounds recorded, need to send some emails to my team, need to do some programming tasks. Or maybe this applies to anything else in your life. Maybe you've got a small business you're running like I do. Maybe you've got schoolwork you need to get done. You've got things you have to get done outside of work hours for your other day job. Whatever the case might be, you got some things you need to get done today. And what often happens is if you just try to keep this in your head, you're trying to shove too much through that funnel and then you wind up just not getting the stuff done or not as well as you'd like. And so what I found helps, this is actually adapted from what I used to do when I have to write essays in a rush for school. I think our AP history teacher maybe even shown us this. Long ago, heck, probably half my lifetime ago. So we've got a pie chart. You just throw down a circle on your page next to your list. Let's divide it up like a compass, northeast, southwest, into quadrants. Cut those into 2/3, or into thirds rather. And that's our clock face, right? And we've got 12, 3, 6, 9. And so right now, for example, here in this time zone, it's 11 a.m. So this is now. And let's say I want to have this stuff done by 6 p.m. Maybe it'll go over, but that's when I'd like to be done with my workday to move on to other things, resting, recovering, and so on. So we've now got our time limits. I'm going to just block this off because this time does not exist to me, right? Here's the block of time. Here's what I got to do. And now the thing to realize is that if you don't schedule these and how much time they get, if you don't put them into an order, they're still happening in some order and they're still taking up some time, but it's not a deliberate choice about what order they're happening in or whatnot. And it's easy to get distracted when you have this amorphous pile of things to do. So I take these tasks. First of all, let's think about how long each one might take. Okay, so let's say this one, this one's very important. This one's not so important. Kind of in the middle. And that means I should probably give this one like a 2-hour task. Maybe I can squeeze this one in 30. It's just kind of send an email. I don't want to, but I just know I need to get it done. Maybe this feels like 1 hour. And whatever the case, like these don't have to be exact, right? So let's say I want to do 2. I mean, you might find that your estimates are way off. Doesn't matter. The important thing is just to prioritize these. You could use stars. You could use number rankings. You could sort it. But you just want to figure out, okay, what's the highest priority? What's going to take me the longest and so on. And with that in mind, I want to fragment my day into what looks like 2 big chunks, a smaller chunk, and then 2 that are much smaller. And I've got, this is the time I have to work with. And I know myself, I can probably stick to one task for maybe an hour or 2. Past that, I mean, I couldn't fit all this in the day anyway, and I just get restless with it. So let's say I know I'm going to try to eat lunch at noon, so there's going to be an hour slot here. After lunch, I'll have just eaten. And let's go and block out a time for a little half-hour lunch break. After lunch, I'll have just eaten. There, I'll probably be able to give it a good, let's say, 12:30 to 1:30 hour. A little 30-minute break after that. Maybe a 2-hour spurts at the end of the day. Right here, we've got a 1-hour task. That's going to be C. We've got a 30-minute task. That's looks like a B. Maybe that's actually an hour. We've got some 2-hour time slots. That's A and D. And what do we got left? A, B, C, D, E. That'll be E. Now, I've got myself an easy calendar to follow for the day, an easy schedule. I know that I have until noon to get task C done. And it doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to be 100%. It might go over. This is not, I mean, no one's holding you to this. But the very fact that they're in an order, that there's been some thought given to which ones take relative priority and how they fit into the time that I have, greatly increases the chances that by the end of the day, I'm going to have something more to show for all of these and be a better spot for tomorrow. That's all there is to it. As soon as you've got this built, I mean, again, like you can swap them writing and change throughout the day, but the very fact that you can figure out, okay, when am I on which task, lets you focus and forget everything else besides the one thing you're currently working on, and that's how stuff gets done. So that's a pie chart plan, real simple stuff, applies to all kinds of things. As always, I like to apply it to game development. But hopefully it helps people out there. And if you got any questions, let me know. It's Chris DeLeon here for Game Keto. And as always, I'll have more content for you all soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.